Alright, hey everybody. It's been a while since I posted my last video, but today I have a review of the Browning BL-22 lever action rifle. So again, this is a 22 LR rifle. This is the, here let me get the right angle there, so you can see that gloss maple finish. Really nice checkering. The nickel plating here. And the blued barrel looks great. So, I have had, well, again, I'm not, I probably don't get as much range time as most people, or a lot of people that are really into firearms are, but I have been able to shoot a few hundred rounds out of this, probably close, actually, it's probably closer to 1,000. And so I just wanted to give a review on my experience so far. So first things first, this thing is very accurate. I mean, it is really like I would say that I have decent accuracy for somebody that is, again, sort of, I'm very big on Second Amendment, but in terms of shooting, I am fairly casual. So I'm not the most accurate shooter ever. However, with this rifle, this is probably the firearm that I have that I'm most accurate with by far, and this thing is great. The sight's really nice. The only minor complaint that I have, and I think a lot of this might be my issue more so than the firearms issue, is that you have, when you pull this lever forward, right? If you don't do it, like if you don't fully extend this, right, and let's say instead of here you're like here, what ends up happening is that the round, or at least in my experience this is what has happened, the round kind of gets caught here, and it is a pain in the ass to get it out and get it working. So whenever you're using this, you got to really make sure that you're going down hard, like make sure you fully extend this thing. Otherwise, you're going to end up with some of those issues. And then the other thing, I've heard people talk about this a lot, but they say that the trigger is very heavy. I've kind of, it is definitely, once after I heard that, I started paying more attention to it. And it is definitely heavier than some of my other firearms. Like I can tell now that it is a little bit heavy, but my method of, like, when I pull the trigger, I don't usually, at least, sorry, specifically with this rifle, I don't usually like slowly squeeze. I've gotten pretty good at just very quickly pulling it and staying on target. So that hasn't been much of an issue for me, but I can understand that if you're somebody who likes to, take your time when you're shooting, kind of slowly pull back, having I don't know exactly what the trigger weight is, but having this trigger weight, I can see how that might be a little frustrating to have that, but for me it hasn't really been an issue. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I have not had any issues with ammo so far with this. Let's see, I've tried Federal ammo, I've tried I can't remember the name of the brand, but I've tried Federal, and I've tried a couple. Oh, I've tried a Remington. The copper plated was like the lead with the copper plating on it. And then there's one more brand that I've tried that, and so far each and every one of them has shot. Now you can definitely, obviously some brands are better than others. Some of them you get kind of not a lot of powder in those rounds, but so far, no misfires, so that's a good thing. No misfires, at least not that I remember. I've had a few misfires with my the Ruger Mark IV with some of the cheap Federal ammo, but so far this one has pretty much, it's been able to handle everything, so no issues there. But yeah, so let me just do a quick look at this again. You can see everything. Get that nice, here, let me zoom in on that engraving. But yeah, I mean, this I definitely would recommend getting a Browning BL-22. I've loved it so far. I don't really have experience with other lever action rifles, so I can't really tell you, how this compares to other brands. I'm sure people have their other preferences, but so far this has been great. I think it was worth the money. No regrets here. The process of taking it apart was very annoying at first, I will say, because I'm not experienced with lever action rifles. This is my first one. But yeah. Sorry for that cut there. Somebody knocked on my door, so I had to go answer that. But like I was saying, the takedown process for somebody that's new to it is definitely a little challenging. But after the first time I successfully took it apart, the second and third times were a lot easier, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I mean, this has been really fun to shoot. This is probably one of my favorite guns to shoot. I would say probably this, and then my Minoran. This and my Minoran are probably my favorite ones to shoot. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll give it a bit of a look over once more so you can kind of see that maple. There we go. And I'll see you all later. Bye.